So this is World of Warcraft being played on the Microsoft Surface Book. I have the Surface Book i7, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes SSD with a Nvidia Dedicated Graphics Card. So in this video I'm just going to show you how the Surface Book runs the game. I couldn't find any clips of it while I was thinking about buying a Surface Book, and I decided that I would go ahead and do that. So as you can see, the screen quality in the video doesn't look fantastic. It looks much better in person. It didn't quite get recorded that way. I average about 60 frame rates per second. I have mine set that it doesn't go higher than that though, so that it can also focus on the other parts of game quality, not just frame rates. So I'll show you how you can set it so that yours doesn't go any higher than that also, if that's what you choose to do. I feel that 60 is a pretty good number. I thought, if it didn't run the best, I would be willing to go as low as 30 probably, but it runs at 60 fine. In raids I usually get around 40 or so, 25-man raid. So I think that's great for gameplay on such a small, compact computer. And I'm just going to start going over some of the settings with you now, so that you can see what I have mine set at, and that I find it plays well with these settings. So first I set my resolution lower. I wanted to run it at 3000 by 2000. The screen was tiny and I could barely see anything, so I decided I would rather have a lower resolution with bigger hotkeys. So I did 1540 by 900 wide. I set the graphics to good and I customized them, so I set many of them to either fair or low. I have certain ones set higher than that I feel should be set higher than that. So particle density I set to high, so I make sure I can see any AoEs. That was kind of one of the main ones. And then texture resolution I have set to good, because it makes everything look a little bit nicer. So these are just the settings that I use. I find it runs well. I'm probably going to mess with them a little bit more and see if it affects the frame rates. So under System and in your Advanced tab, that's where you can set your frame rates per second. Just right there it says max, and it says max foreground, max background. I set mine at 60. You can go much higher or even lower than that if you choose to. So if anybody's interested, I can definitely do another clip showing how many frame rates it gets in different settings without having it set at a max like that. So this was just my experience with it in Stormwind. It's not super busy right now. I plan on showing a video of how it runs in a 25-man raid and in the garrison and a few other areas as well. So just look out for those if you want to, so I will be doing them. Thanks.